clicked a little better?
I think it was a lot of stuff I was saying after the game on Friday. Just we were a lot more physical up front. We got a good push. Our backs ran really hard. Our receivers did a lot better job of blocking in the run game. And, when we had our pass chances and they were there, we didn't connect on some of the deeper ones. We were really, really close on a few of them. But, I thought our receivers did a really good job there too.
Zach said they kind of tried to, I don't want to say simplify it, but kind of make it a little less stressful on you. He even said it in particular. Do you feel like the offense needed that? Do you feel like you needed that?
Maybe a little bit. I do like it more simplified, and I like when we're able to go fast. And, it's not a whole lot of thinking involved. But no, I mean I thought we did. Our game plan was good last week. I think we have another good one this week.
How hard was those? I asked you the game, but just the way the season had started for you, and having being injured, and then just having the stats and stuff weren't where you wanted, and rotating in with Montel. I mean, not really kind of how you thought the first 4 or 5 games would go for you. How tough has it been?
I think the toughest part was just starting 2-2. That's definitely not how we wanted to start it. But at the same time, the attitude around here has been, since this offseason, we want to win the Mountain West. So that's really been our main focus, and we lost those 2 non-conference games. But at the same time, I don't feel like there's been any panic around here as far as, where we feel like we're at as a team. We know what we got ahead of us. And, we're looking forward to conference play.
You haven't dealt with it, maybe you have, but a ton of adversity, kind of like the way these 4 weeks had gone. I mean, coming in as a freshman, playing, having success. And was it easy to kind of, move past it and keep your head up? Or was there some days or nights where you had to, call your parents? Or, I mean, how'd you handle it all?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was probably the toughest time I've had since I've been here. I've never gone through a stretch of not throwing a touchdown pass in 4 games. I didn't play one of those games, but no, it wasn't an easy time, I don't think, for sure. But at the same time, I've just been kind of focusing on, getting better, focusing on what I can control, and that's going out there every single day at practice and working hard, getting better, getting guys around me better on offense, and I think we've done a good job of that.
How do you feel about playing San Diego State? What stands out to you about those guys and that challenge?
I mean, obviously, have been the leader in the conference the past few years. Winning the conference championship. So it's going to be a tough matchup for us. They're off to a great start this year. Their defense plays physical. They fly around. Their backers are active. Their safeties are active. Their corners come down and tackle as well. So they do a really good job on defense, and it's going to be a challenge for us.
I know you guys are kind of trained to say every game's our Super Bowl, every game. We take every game one game at a time, 1-0, that kind of thing. But when it is the team that's held the trophy you guys want to hold the last 2 years, and you're at their top 20 and it's on the road, I mean, what kind of test is this to see where you guys stand? And has this been a game you've had circled for a while?
Yeah, I think it's a big game for sure. I mean, you're playing a top 20 team on the road and somebody that's been the leader in the conference for the past 2 years. So, I mean, it's definitely not, just another game. It's one that it's the most important game for us right now. And, we're looking forward to that challenge going down there and, playing a team that we know has been good the past 2 years and, seeing where we stack up.
I mean, we asked you about this game back in media days. I mean, it's obviously been a game that's been a lot of people have been looking forward to for a while with not playing the last 2 years.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's going to be a good one. Like I said, they've been the leader in the conference for the past 2 years. So it's definitely one that we want, and we're looking forward to.
How unique is that 3-3-5 defense that they employ?
Yeah, it's they ID it as a 3-3-5, and they move a lot of different guys around. So it's really not like a true 3-3-5 like stack look. They're going to give you their Mike, the guy that they ID as their Mike linebackers down on the line of scrimmage a lot of the time. So you gotta ID the guys that are going to be playing in certain situations, and we got to do a good job in the run game. Knowing where they're going to be fitting and things like that. So. They do a good job of that. They definitely disguise, what they're trying to do very well. But at the end of the day, it's, they try to keep it simple in the back end for sure.
A topic that's been common around here forever is now one of the hot ones in college football is the late kicks. Chris Peterson's talked about it. Urban Meyer's been talking about it. How do they affect you guys? Is it something that takes a couple days to recover from? I mean, you're such it's old hat for you now. But how much of a difference do you notice playing those late games?
I mean, it's worse on the road, I think, because you get home, like especially this week, we're going to get home at like 5, 6 a.m. But, I mean, as far as the game time goes, it's really not that big of a difference. I like playing night games. I mean, whether it's, 10:30 at night when we start or it's, 7 o'clock, it's dark either way to me. I mean, I'm not really focused on what time it is during the day. I mean, it's probably worse for the fans, but yeah, it doesn't really affect us that much.
Do you get your iPad out and watch the game right away on the way back, or do you sleep, or what do you do when it's 3 a.m. and you're flying back?
I usually can't. I mean, depending on how the game goes, I have a hard time sleeping usually. So yeah, I'll pull it up on the iPad. I like to go through and watch some of the plays and most of the game, and see where we could be better. Just initial look at it.
A little weird asking the quarterback this, but I know you have a unique perspective. Garrett Larson making the move from guard to center. How difficult is that? How seamless did he make that on Friday against BYU?
Yeah, Garrett's done an unbelievable job. I think he, really had a great game last week, and that's definitely not easy. He's had some center experience before, but been playing guard for the past 8 months or whatever. So he's been trying to get used to that there, but he did an unbelievable job. The snaps were great. He did a great job communicating with the rest of the guys, and that whole unit really had a good week.
I mean, a lot of talk about getting the offense going against BYU, but I think it was still your second fewest yards and 24 points. I mean, do you still feel like there's a lot of area for growth for this offense?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we only had like 7 explosive plays that game, so we were physical for sure, but we definitely want to take a step forward this week and move the ball down the field a little bit more and hopefully put up some more points.
I know we've asked you before, but the running game, to get it going like that, how much does that help the rest of the offense when you can be in second and third and short instead of second and 9 and stuff?
Yeah, it's definitely helpful. You don't want to be in second and third and long situations ever. Especially as a quarterback, because that's when defenses can literally do whatever they want on the back end. So it definitely helps a lot.